Hi, I'm Anne Rosen with Keller Williams here in Chicago. If your home has been sitting on the market without offers, I know how frustrating that feels. You may be wondering, what's wrong? Why aren't buyers biting? The good news is there are usually clear reasons why this happens, and just as importantly, clear solutions. Today, let's walk through the top 5 reasons a home doesn't sell quickly and what you can do to turn things around. Let's start with the number one culprit: pricing. Chicago buyers are very savvy. With tools like Zillow, Redfin, and the MLS at their fingertips, they know when a home is overpriced. If the property is even 5 to 10% above market value, it might get skipped over completely. Buyers often won't even tour it because they assume the seller isn't realistic. I once worked with a seller in Lakeview who'd been on the market for months without a single offer. After reviewing the comparable sales in the neighborhood, we made a modest price adjustment, and within 2 weeks we had multiple showings and an offer. So remember, the strategic price adjustment isn't a failure, it's often the smartest move to bring serious buyers back to the table. Number 2, presentation matters. Next, let's talk about presentation. In today's market, buyers expect homes to look Instagram-worthy online. The first showing doesn't actually happen in person anymore. It happens on the internet. That means professional photos, strong lighting, and staging are essential. Simple steps like decluttering, using neutral paint colors, and rearranging furniture can make your home look bigger, brighter, and more inviting. I had a condo listing in Westtown that sat for weeks with very little activity. The seller agreed to invest in staging. We brought in some modern furniture, freshened up the paint, and swapped out heavy curtains for sheer ones. Suddenly, the listing photos popped online, and within days, we had a full schedule of showing. Bottom line, presentation matters more than ever. Limited marketing. Another reason homes struggle to sell is limited marketing. If your home is only listed on the MLS, you're missing a massive audience. The reality is, most buyers are scrolling social media, not MLS listings. That's why I used Facebook and Instagram, email campaigns, and even neighborhood-specific outreach. In competitive Chicago markets like Logan Square or the West Loop, you need to make sure your property is showing up where buyers are already looking. Open houses also play a role. They not only attract buyers, but create a sense of urgency. The more eyes on your home, the better your chance of generating offers. Number 4, condition issues. Now let's talk about condition. Even small things can make buyers pause. A leaky faucet, scuffed hardwood floors, or dated lighting fixtures may not seem like a big deal, but for buyers walking through multiple homes, little details can add up. In Chicago, where many buyers are looking at both older historic homes and new construction, expectations are high. If your home looks like it needs work compared to the competition, buyers will often move on. The good news is that many updates are quick and affordable. Fresh paint, new cabinet hardware, updated lighting, and a good deep clean can completely change the perception of your home. Think about it like putting your best foot forward before a big job interview. The details matter. Number 5, seasonality and timing. Finally, we can't ignore timing. Chicago's housing market is very seasonal. Spring and early summer tend to be the hottest times for buyers, especially families trying to move on before the next school year. If your home is listed during slower months, like late fall or middle of winter, you may see fewer showings simply because there are fewer active buyers. That doesn't mean your home won't sell, but you may need to lean more heavily on marketing, staging, or pricing strategies to make it stand out. Sometimes, if the listing has gone stale, it makes sense to take it off the market for a short time and relaunch it with a fresh approach when the season picks up again. So if your home in Chicago isn't selling, it's not a lost cause. More often than not, it just means your strategy needs a little tweaking. By adjusting the price, refreshing the presentation, boosting marketing, addressing small condition issues, or simply being mindful of timing, you can get your home back in front of serious buyers and ultimately sold. I'm Anne Rosen with Keller Williams in Chicago, and I'd love to help you reposition your home so it sells faster and for top dollar.